Honestly, I don't know of a better program for music in the schools than that which exists in Davis, California.
Davis is a state-recognized and nationally recognized program.
In Davis, when you hear the elementary school children, you could be listening to a middle school or a high school. When you hear the middle school children, you could be listening to high school or college. When you hear the high school students, you could be listening to the Philharmonic. You could be listening to professionals.
As a professional listening to this, I would never guess that this music, this art was being created by teenagers.
We have a full spectrum offering in vocal and instrumental and even academic music.
There's about 2,000 students in the entire music program. That is a quarter of all students.
And all this begins at the elementary level, starting the 4th grade with the orchestra and 5th grade with the band. And in junior high, the choral program has offerings. And then all these kids continue through the ranks to the secondary program all the way to Davis High School, where we have an incredibly well-rounded music program.
Even in some very fine communities in some affluent counties of this state, there are not these kinds of opportunities.
Music can be mathematical. Music is also history lessons. Music is about teamwork. Music is a language.
We're going 1 on the G, on down bow, ready, go.
But ultimately, all these components comes down to the art form of expressing emotion.
8765 5678.
For a lot of kids, this is the reason why they want to come to school.
When you get to orchestra, I feel like people are just relieved to be there and happy to be there.
It is an expression of who we are as a people, whether it's in a community or in a state or in a nation.
It definitely imparts a really wonderful sort of sense of community and gives the students a way to express themselves outside of math and science.
The kids really have this sense of being part of something big.
Students understand their responsibility and connection to a group, which resembles in many ways a work environment.
Hey guys, everyone make sure you smile.
Music, for many of these kids, is the one place that they find a social connection and a positive place for themselves within their school.
All my best friends do play in orchestra because I think music is such a big part of who you are.
When kids go into their new school, it's a very scary experience. To find a niche is very important socially.
It's such a comfortable feeling singing with these people that you've rehearsed so many hours with and also just know as friends.
It helps kids see that they can be a part of something moving and powerful.
You need to cooperate with people, you need to be a leader at the same time. Developing your own vision, your own ideas about music. I mean, I feel like it's so applicable to so many areas of my life. And that, I mean, it's given me so much in that sense that I've grown and I've developed all these different traits that I don't think I would have ever gotten otherwise.
It's difficult to focus on one thing, especially as a kid. But the great thing about music is it teaches a lot of humility, because if you're practicing correctly, you're working on things you can't do.
Not too fast. I go. Wait a second. Close your music. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The arts in general and music in particular generate synaptic connections in the brain that you don't get otherwise and make it possible for kids to explore creatively solving problems. And that's not just in music, but in life. That much without me helping.
25% of the jobs in the new economy are arts related. We do music in the right brain. We also do physics and engineering in the right brain. And so to really develop yourself as a person, I think you really want to have a rich experience in the arts as well as a good knowledge of the facts.
It's noted by every counselor on campus here at Davis High that students that participate in music throughout their high school career go on to score higher on their college applications than those that do not.
Students participating in a music program attend school more regularly and reliably, and the school district gets money for that.
They want to be there every day because they get to play music. There's lots and lots of students who depend on the school program for the larger orchestra experience. This is the place where it all comes together, where they can really begin to listen to other musicians and see how they fit in and work with a conductor, which you don't get when you're working on your own as an individual musician.
The community benefits from a strong music program because there's an extreme positive connection to their school.
You're not having parents show up to watch your kid take a Spanish test. It's a very important experience for kids and also even for parents to be able to publicly express in that way.
Most of our concerts are all filled, and the feedback from the community is that this is an incredibly important part of our community.
This program is really a joy to the community and a tribute to the people that live here that the kids have such an opportunity. A budget of a nation or of a state or of a community is like the budget of a family. It is a statement of your values.
There are certainly excellent programs everywhere, but there are fewer and fewer of them, and lots of programs that I knew to be very strong in the past have just withered because of the budget cutbacks from the state and the lack of support from administrators in other towns.
The orchestra program at the high school gets less than $1,000 a year to run the program.
So the importance of parent volunteers within each group, the importance of having people in the community donate to the program is the reason why we're able to offer the sort of music program we have.
All of the booster groups are run by volunteer boards. We don't have paid staff. All the money is going into the classroom.
I wouldn't have had the kind of experience I did in the Madrigals if I hadn't had such a wonderful school district backing it up, and if I hadn't had the support that I had from the Davis community.
As a potential donor, what I would say to you is that your donation makes a difference.
This program is expanding and continuing to meet new heights in its enrollment and in its course offerings. This support is going to be an ongoing process.
One of the things that the booster groups do is to reach kids who otherwise might not have an opportunity to participate in a music program.
Trying to access more at-risk groups, I think there's still work that can be done and benefits that can be seen.
A really heartfelt thank you to all our donors.
Donations to your music program has the possibility of impacting really an incredible number of students.
I would just say to those who have been supporting and potential supporters of the music program, please continue to support this music program and the students who experience it on a daily basis, because it is going to be one of those things that resonates in the lives of these kids for a very long time.